G'day guys, welcome to another episode of Outback Mini Models. We've got a review today on these MARTE. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it. MONT, well, that's the brand there. I say MARTE, but whoever you say it, that's how you say it, apologise. And so we got, and these are just for weathering, that's all I bought these for, just as a weathering stick for. And so we got 2 hard, 4 medium and 6 soft, and these are just black charcoal pencils, and it says on the packet ideal for detail sketching and drawing. So mainly, and the beauty about charcoal is too is you can blend it. It's basically just think of it as a pigment stick, but in a pencil. And we've got this one here, the earth tones. We got 3 shades of brown and a white. So you stand like your sepias, your burnt sienna, and a very dark brown there. And we've got a white as well. And we've also got some metallic charcoal pencils. I've had a look at these. The gold, you get gold and silver, and the golds is kind of like they're more non-metallic. So if you're familiar with non-metallic painting, using your greys, your sands and all that to get your golds and your silvers and things, you know what I'm talking about. So that's them there. So what we'll do is we'll get a sorry old test subject. Yeah, so we bring it down here. Using these pencils, I'm using the soft one first. I do have a hard one here. The soft is going to be a softer pigment, if you sort of think of it like that, and the hard is more of a hard compound to soft compound, and then you got your medium, which is a medium compound. And then so your hard one is going to be more like more of a H pencil, and your soft one is going to be more like a B pencil. So with the hard one, I did say I was going to use the soft one first, but we'll go with the hard one. If you want, you can add shadows with this. So where it's dark in here, you just add a bit. And then you just sort of get your cotton tip, blend it in there, and that's, that was pretty easy. You can get your soft. This is your soft one. Yeah, this is your soft pencil here. If you want a darker line, so for example, underneath the turret of the tank, very close to where the tank connects on, the turret connects onto the hull. You just draw a bit. I mean, it doesn't have to be really neat, but just be you don't need to apply a lot of force. You just keep rubbing back and forwards, and then getting a Q-tip, blend it all in. You make a shadow. Yeah, using the soft one again. If you want to make it quite dark, you can lay down a fair bit of black. And the darker you want, you just keep applying it inside there. Just blend it out. Okay. And this one's slightly damp on the other end, so blend it out a bit more. If you put down too much, it just comes off just like that. But I mean, that's pretty easy. So there's your black ones. I'm going to pull out these the brown ones, so I'm just going to use these. So we're going to start off with our dark brown, or sepia. So, I mean, I'll use the chassis, I think. So we've got the bottom of the tank here. If you want to just make it a bit darker, just simply drawing it on like a pencil, like you're colouring in. You're basically colouring in, that's what you're doing. But just gentle. You don't have to be like very forceful with it, and you don't have the camera picks it up. You can see the brown just in here. So getting your dry Q-tip, and you just feather it. Like so. And if you want it a bit darker, that sepia is not dark enough for you. It's just a simple matter of getting your black, whether you want to use a hard or a soft one, it's entirely up to you. I guess that's how you, depending on your style. So you just add a bit of black in there, and making sure you're getting the dry end, not the wet end. Just blend it a bit more. So to show you again, so you just basically just draw it on. And you draw certain lines up here. And then just getting blending tool, whatever you want. I mean, you can use a smudging sponge as well. It's not going to hurt it. And then getting your black again. It doesn't have to be neat either. You can just do a scribble, you know, like it's, because it does just disappear once you rub it all back. It blends in together so nicely, which is the beauty of these things. Add as much or as little as you like, depending on your effect. I mean, the camera's not really picking it up too well. It's just a light that I've got here. Hang on, just try and turn this light up. Nope. Oh, here you go. So you can see the browns in there, and I haven't actually done anything there. And up in here, so you can see it's still green, but that's still brown. And if you don't like it, it's just a simple matter of getting a damp Q-tip, rubbing it off. And these do work on gloss surfaces. I did a practice before. I wasn't sure if they were going to draw on a glossy surface, but they actually do. So it takes a little bit more to get them on there. So just remember, you don't want a really sharp tip when you're drawing, so otherwise you'll start scratching your paint. But you don't want these sharp anyway, because because they are charcoal, the tip's just going to snap on you. So is why I say just be gentle when you put it on there. I mean, that's just as easy as that. Yet if you want, hey, down here, do you want to give it more shading? So if you want to shade it more, you just draw around. Actually, I use the black, and this is on a textured surface, so I'm basically drawing this over Typhus Corrosion by Citadel. So if you know that, it's a really rough textured paint. You know, you can just something broke off, but yeah, you just draw it on. And just Q-tip. Because Typhus Corrosion is a very dark colour to begin with. I mean, more than likely you're not going to pick this up on camera, but like seeing it here, it is leaving a shadow in there. So yeah, if you just want to do one side of it, I mean the soft one's probably working a little bit better. You can see, like, so you can see the well, put the black there. So now you're just simply getting your Q-tip or your finger, whatever you want, or using your sponge. Just blend that in. And it blends in like that. Then, because it is a textured surface, it is going to be a little bit harder to get it out if you don't want it in there. So just getting a bit damp, and it does come off, and it's pretty much gone if you don't like it. So that's these. And also these can be used for highlighting as well. You get if you've already painted a surface with quite a dark colour. I've just got a colour here, sanguine. It's a light brown. You see it there, how light the colour is compared to the sepia pencil, the sepia. And if you want to just highlight, you can just pick some areas in there. And lay down a fair bit. And then just getting your pencil and blending it in. So, don't like it, you just basically get a wet Q-tip, comes off. It's a dirty Q-tip too, so it's going to take a bit to get off. Hang on, I'll just get a clean one for you. Alright, so you've got a clean Q-tip, bit of water on it. You can see it coming off there. Oops. You can just see it coming off there. There wasn't much on there to begin with, but yeah, she basically all comes off. So that's the review, guys. The silver and the gold I won't do, because the gold's more of a, I don't really have anything to highlight or show you anything on the gold, but the silver's more of a very light grey, so it'd be for like highlighting black is what I found what it's going to be most useful for me. And you can also like color modulation on black, or even very dark greys. You can bleed it all back, blend it back, so you get a lot of shading out of it that way. Also, you can mix these together, so if you're putting down a brown and you want the brown to be a bit darker, you can just lay down a bit of black on top, mix them together, vice versa. If you want them lighter, add a bit of white to it. I mean, the combinations, there are a lot of combinations to these pencils, and I hope these are going to help me out a lot. From what I've seen so far, they're really, really good for the price I paid. Yeah, so all up, well, the black pencils here were $5.50. The white and the 3 brown colours were $5 or $4.95, and these 2 metallic ones here they were up there, $8.25. I think they just charge it because it's metallic, and yeah, so, but anyways, for less than $20, I mean, it sounds expensive for colouring pencils, and you could say I can go out and buy some for $5 and get 30 of them, but they're not colouring pencils, they're charcoal. So I'll say it again, think of it as a pigment in a stick that you can hold in your hand and draw without getting your hands dirty. What do I think of these personally? Would I recommend them? Yes, I would. And if you can get access to them, I mean, I just bought these at the dollar store, guys. I didn't go to a fancy art shop. and they sold these there. So luckily the local chain in town, there's about 3 of them, they all sell this brand. So, and they sell a lot of things. That's what this cutting mat from, paid $30 for that as well. So just pays to shop around and find a shop that you can pick things up from. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.